We were all in Akwa. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And then he got to this particular sitting room and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it."
Yeah? Hey, Babu. Senate President God'swill Akpabio. Now, so you be champion. Hey. So you want run package on Natasha, will be somebody's wife. Hey, Jesus Christ. I don't talk and say, you see this Senate President is the worst Senate President where Nigeria don't ever get. Nothing good can come from her. In fact, I don't want to talk much. I'm going to listen to what Senator Natasha Akpabio talk. And I will come back and say one or two things. Senate President, you do this one.
The Senate President is allowed to counter that. It all started on the 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates. We were all in Akwa because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akwa. And at first, we were at a.k.a. We were in his house in a.k.a. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just three of us. We're walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that, this designer here, he bought this from us. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it." At that point, I just pulled away and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me. And the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, "Oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel." He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 Points in a.k.a. And my husband asked me, "Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What's he telling you?" I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. When we laid in bed, I looked to my right and my husband wrapped his arms around me and he said, "My love, you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you?" Again, I was like, "Don't you believe me?" I said, "Nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy." Then my husband told me he doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone and I should not go to the Senate President's house because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, after office to get approvals and all that.
Federal government, we are calling on you people to properly investigate this matter because we cannot allow somebody who has a bad reputation to be a Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It cannot work. In fact, if this is true that he really did it, I move the motion of suspension, removal, not even suspension, removal of the Senate President. I talk this Senate President is the worst Senate President that Nigeria has ever produced. And you people in the senators, you must do something about this allegation. You must do something about this man. Because if una for Senate House keep quiet concerning this matter, if una sweep this matter under the carpet, it means you people are as useless as the Senate President. Yes, and the real truth be that. So Mokuna, look into this matter. This matter should not be swept like that under the carpet. The culprit must be brought to book. See what a whole Senate President they do with him. Yeah. It's a shame. God'swill Akpabio, I know say nothing good can come out from somebody like you. It's a shame say now you be the Senate President. Very disgraceful Senate President. Allegedly, may nobody call my name. I rest my case. Please share this video, drop your comment in the comment section. Follow my page if you are watching me for the very first time. Until I come here again next time, always remember this. God loves you and so do I. God bless you. Shalom.